So let's move over a little bit to the other side.
Okay.
Donald Trump named his vice presidential candidate last week, and that is in JD Vance. And JD Vance went from a guy who absolutely detested Donald Trump, or at least he said that in public and through private messaging, he even called him Hitler in a private message that became public. He had nothing good to say about Donald Trump, but then the tides completely changed, which happened with a lot of these people. I'm not really sure what it is, other than just being power hungry, or there's just something that sparks in you that you see people that don't look like you feel like they may be gaining any ground anywhere, and it sparks some sort of internal anger in you. But JD Vance was also out on the campaign trail just recently, and I'm going to play a couple of clips, and I don't care for these people at all. I think they are terrible people. But watching JD Vance speak in front of these MAGA people was so painful that the human side of me felt a little sorry for him, because this is just so bad that I am guessing Baby Juggernaut's here. Great show. Let's go. Thank you, Baby Juggernaut. And she said, boy, you two called it the other night. Let's go. Absolutely. Lana actually made the prediction because I kind of goaded her into doing that. And she just said, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, sure. And Bridget is with us too. Thank you, Bridget, for joining us. But and we are live now. Sorry it took us so long or it took me. I see Lana is responding. But anyway, I don't know if you saw the clips of JD Vance, but this one is this gives us an idea already of part of their approach, that the left always calls everything racist, and he compared it to something just so bizarre and even looks like he lost his train of thought. It's hard to watch, but here is his vice presidential pick.
It is the weirdest thing to me. Democrats say that it is racist to believe, well, they say it's racist to do anything. I had a Diet Mountain Dew yesterday and one today. I'm sure they're going to call that racist too, but it's good. I love you guys.
Oh.
But
oof. I mean, in fairness, you got to give him a little, we said earlier, Kamala Harris, I mean, she has been the vice president, so maybe she has a little bit more experience, but in the situation that she was thrown in, confidence, clear, and was ready to go. He did not appear to be ready to go, and I will tell you one person who is absolutely going to hate that, and that is Donald Trump.
Yeah.
He's going to watch that and go,
yeah.
Oh, what did I do?
Yeah. Yeah. And, well, he did what he wanted to do.
Right. Right. And, you would think, you say, all right, that was just one little moment of the rally in which he is surrounded by a bunch of people who have been programmed at this point to just cheer at anything that the speaker says. But here he is, again, giving it another shot. And this time he's talking about his opponent, or he's talking about Donald Trump's opponent now, Kamala Harris.
Think about Kamala Harris, who I guess is our vice presidential candidate officially, but I guess she's going to run for president now because Joe Biden dropped out of the race.
Who that he dropped out?
When I see what we're gonna take bets here. We're gonna start a betting pool just in this auditorium.
First of all, as a gambling guy, take bets on what? What are you even talking about? A betting pool on what?
They booed that Biden dropped out.
Lana, they're so confused.
Oh my God.
They don't know where to go. He's obviously confused in his messaging. This is painful enough, but we're going to let him finish it out. Maybe he gains some traction.
But I wonder, when I see her give a speech, And she talks about the history of this country, not with appreciation, but with condemnation. And look, of course, every country, just like every family, certainly mine, has its pockmarks, right? Not everything's perfect. It's never going to be. But if you want to lead this country, you should feel grateful for it. You should feel a sense of gratitude. And I never hear that gratitude come through when I listen to Kamala Harris.
Okay, so the guy that's on his ticket basically calls America all the time. It's awful. It's terrible. He called the city that he actually was going to do his convention a trash city or garbage, whatever he called it. So I'm not really sure. I've not heard Kamala Harris say anything negative about our country. She may have said some negative things about people who are running the country, but nothing about the country.
Agreed.
So at the same rally, by the way, again, the tactic that they're going to take is there's so many different routes that they want to go here. And one of these routes, obviously, is they're already setting up. They're going to be setting up from now until November that this race is not fair. They're going to say that she should not legally have ever been on the ballot, which every legal expert has already come through and said that this is an absolute ridiculous claim. First of all, they haven't even gotten to the convention yet.
Yeah, so she's not even she didn't get a nomination. Biden is not nominated and then saying, okay, I don't want it. That's right. Not what happened. They're like literally trying to impeach her on I don't even know what grounds at this point. They're just like,
I want to make clear too, the hell was I saying? Oh, the convention is open for anybody that wants to join in.
Right.
And they have already made the decision that we're not going to do that. We back our candidate. We are 100% behind her, and everybody that has been behind her is excited. Do you know who David Pakman is?
No.
You should, because he's excellent. He is excellent. Do you know Brian Tyler Cohen? There's a lot of these progressives or left YouTube shows that are really good. David Pakman is phenomenal. He had a phenomenal point the other day. He was asking that if the election is going to be rigged and they have already set it up to be rigged, then why would Joe Biden even have to drop out?
Correct.
Doesn't make sense. So, but one of the tactics is, that they are saying they're already going to set this up, that this is rigged, and that is sparking the violence talk. And I don't even know who this clown is, but at the same rally, one of these clowns got up, started the whole fight chant, because I guess that's going to be their big thing, because Donald Trump yelled out fight after he was shot at.
So excuse me.
Yeah.
So Donald Trump's rally cry is fight, and Kamala's is freedom.
Correct.
Y'all decide. Y'all choose. Y'all figure that out.
Yeah. But anyway, one of these clowns got up here, which you're going to hear a lot more of this kind of talk. We've already heard some of it, but this was, I don't even know who it is. I didn't even bother looking up his name because it doesn't really matter. But this is his rally cry.
Fight! Fight!
Oh, boy. Look at this clown.
We got time. Come on. Hey, we are in the fight for the soul of our nation.
Again, doesn't this feel boring already anymore? It just feels lame. It feels boring.
Lame, and it feels appropriated. Like, why does this feel appropriated? We're fighting for the soul of our nation. That sounds like I've heard that before, but
yeah, well, here we go. He's gonna, where this is going.
We are in a fight for our kids and our grandkids, a fight that we can never imagine. I believe wholeheartedly Donald Trump and Butler County's JD Vance are the last chance to save our country politically. I'm afraid if we lose this one, it's going to take a civil war to save the country, and it will be saved.
Okay, there it is. I mean, it's the Civil War thing is coming. They are preparing a lot of nutballs.
These people in the Civil War.
Because they have these.
It's just
this is the dumb shit that they've been this is why the guns, everything, they protect the guns and do all the stuff for the guns, because there are enough people. They're not a large percentage, but there's enough people in this country that believe that this is going down and their lives are depending on, and the country is depending on them being able to step up and fight for this country, for the people who are not fighting for them. And it's just, I don't know, man. I just don't know.
It's gonna be a civil war. Like, it's like, go sit down. Like, seriously, just shut up. It's gonna be a civil war, and all these Republicans crying for a civil war will be somewhere in their bunkers hiding. Like, it just doesn't even make any sense.
It definitely does not.